Gamecocks and the home whites win the opening tip.
I think Okot was looking for the foul. Makes up for it, obviously, by getting that block shot.
She deflects Jones Grant. They go over the top. Deflections into points from Madina Okot. Up the floor to Latson. They go underneath for Joyce Edwards, who's fouled. Player that Coach Dawn Staley has simply called a star. She carries herself and practices that way. Underneath for Edwards. And the Gamecocks go up 11-5. Here, fresh in the ball game, now with the ball in her hands. Underneath for Joyce Edwards. Powering up. Joyce Edwards at the line, fouled just before the break. Last season shot 77% from the stripe. That's the most ever by a Gamecock freshman, the 10th most in program history, regardless of class.
Gritty guard, can handle the ball, shoot the ball, a little bit of everything.
Underneath for Marion Dowda.
That post entry is going to be available for you right away so you can get an easy drop step.
Underneath for Edwards. Spin move. Up and in.
Very polished.
Germany map trying to find Hicks in the paint. Swiped away by Edwards. And she'll head to the stripe once again. But this year, players like both Agat McKeer and Isla McDowell are really going to have to step up for this team.
Absolutely. You better come in and do it. And so what we're seeing is these two freshmen come in and step up to that call asked by Coach Staley. And they're doing so far so good.
Working on Adele Tac. Right back. Behedo. Skips off once more. One dribble from one end of the floor to the other. Use their transition offense. Tac to Tessa to Edwards, who climbs into double figures for the 11 this afternoon. South Carolina today shooting 68% from the floor.
Yeah, that's scary work right there, man. I mean, when you can do that.
Joyce Edwards trying to follow up an incredible freshman season for South Carolina a year ago, where she was all SEC first team and an AP All-American honorable mention. John, it looks like she's ready to take that next step as a sophomore.
Yeah, she definitely has. Had to make it happen.
Latson to Edwards.
And that's unfortunate, especially in the size department for Queens. For Queens to get themselves at least in any type of offensive rhythm. And right now, this second quarter has been good for them.
Up and in from Edwards. Raven Johnson left side in the hands of Joyce Edwards. She's got a game-high 16. Underneath for Madina Okot. Germany Webb trying to connect. A long two is too strong. Gamecocks in transition. Edwards ahead to Okot. Swarmed up, recovered by Edwards, who goes off the glass. Renee Jones-Grant was averaging nearly a double-double coming in. Has that one deflected by Edwards. Football pass from Latson to Edwards. Call up the football team. You may have some players. And that connects to something that Coach Staley told us. Between Edwards and Asia, they both share one thing in common. They never feel pressure on the floor. And if Edwards continues on the trend that Asia Wilson did, she may find herself in the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame.
And it's hard, but at the same time, I mean, now we're seeing Okot and Joyce Edwards run the floor.
Edwards up with the right hand. South Carolina clicking on all cylinders. A 15-0 run for the Gamecocks. Another swipe knocked down by Edwards. Johnson around an Okot screen. Trying to go underneath over the top for Joyce Edwards, who has a chance at three.
Yeah, it's just not much you can do there. Even with Joyce Edwards caught under the basket, still finds a way. Normally, that's a blocked shot, but she's so strong, so powerful, she can still will it in the basket.
Edwards at the line, 6 for 8 here today. Unable to dethrone the royalty of women's college basketball in Dawn Staley. South Carolina wins it, 121-49.
It just seemed like there was nothing much that Queens could do.